And we have a special message that I'm going to let Kitty talk about because she knows about it.
Happy New Year, one and all. Happy New Year,
Happy
Amy.
New Year.
We are
Yes,
jumping.
and we're confused. I'm confused by New Year's, so that's why I'm having Kitty talk about it.
So tonight is the last night of the astrological year. And this astrological year ran from March 19th at 11:49, 2020 on the Eastern Seaboard until tomorrow morning at 5:37. And if you think of what this year covered from March 19th, which was just after the then president came and declared an emergency and things began to shut down and states began to get their plans together, to where we are today, what a year to say goodbye to. It has been, there have been all kinds of things to cover. So astrologists believe that this is the end of the astrological year, and that tomorrow's chart will be the backdrop of the whole year. And I did take a peek at 2020's, and yeah, it was a doozy. And so I will come on later this week and I'll actually read what tomorrow's chart is, and we will talk a lot about it. But there are so many things coming in now with this new photonic light, and there are upgrades coming. And even though we are tomorrow, the other thing that's brand new is that this starts a 200-year period in air signs that hasn't been around for a really long time. There are all kinds of unusual conjunctions coming up. So we have a lot of things that are bringing in new technologies, including biological technologies upgrades. And so we thought we would jump on and say namaste to the year that's left leaving us.
Yeah. And don't get us wrong, 2020 had some really great things in there that happened. And then again, it was kind of a mixed bag,
Well, and if you think about how 2020 kind of went into January and February, and finally in March, it started to be a little bit different. It kind of does match the astrological year even more than the
it did. You could, yes, that feel that 2020 was still around at the beginning of the year when most of us were going, it's the beginning of the year, it's all going to be over. Didn't quite go away that quick. At least it didn't feel like it. And I guess now Kitty just explained why.
So we have a lot of great things coming up. It's a Gemini. We're moving into Aries tomorrow. It's a Gemini moon. So you've got the spark and the air. And Gemini is, I think, it sees everything. It's about the whole gambit. So what a way to start the year, looking at the whole picture with new energy.
Yeah, I like that little spark. Put a spark in it.
Yeah. So Amy's going to pull a card for us.
Oh, and I didn't have to. It just flew out.
I just heard it flew out. Spirit said that's the card for the year. So we're going to be looking at what that energy is. Oh, and she's laughing.
I'm laughing because it just seems very appropriate. Go with the flow. Whoops, I'm sorry. Can you see that?
Oh,
go with the flow, and it says paddle on. Just go with the flow. So, I mean, I like that. That's a really good message for this year. Last year, we didn't know if we were flowing, down river or up river. I mean, we lost our paddle. There was just a lot of stuff going on.
We weren't sure we were in the same boat. Yeah.
Yeah. This year it's just like, just go with the flow. Just get in there and ride it out. And it looks very smooth. I don't see any rough rapids. It looks smoother, more serene. Go with the flow. I like that. I'm going to get another one too. I'm going to ask for another.
And that was a number 6, which is exuberant. So happy New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah. 42 adds to 6. Yeah. You got it, Kitty. That one just, whoa, and then, okay. Oh,
this one wants to be the follow-up.
I'm telling you, they're just following up. Now, this one's pretty cool. It's number 30. It's silver, and it's Warrior of Lights. This is from the Archangel Metatron deck by Amanda Ellis. I love that. Look at that.
And that's exactly what it
go with the flow, but be warriors about it, isn't it?
That is exactly how this is feeling. We're coming out of the ocean, that deep water.
Yeah.
We're rising to the occasion with a
Right,
full
there's a
moon.
water theme, isn't there?
Yep, there is.
There's kind of
Oh,
a water theme. Yes, there's that beautiful moon. So go with the flow, but we're also going to be warriors of the light, because I do feel like hopefully, because of what 2020 brought us, that maybe there will be some new light shed on things in our world and in the universe. And as light workers, we are warriors. So, definitely loving
well,
these cards for this
and
year.
2020, this astrological year, which goes into 2021, was about the cracks. There was a lot of cracks in our structures, cracks in our organization, cracks, but where the cracks are is where the new light gets in as
Right.
things change and evolve. So we thought we'd do a little
Yes.
bit of a breathing exercise and then maybe
Yeah.
a little bit of tapping. We have plenty of time, maybe. So,
All right.
so we thought if you wanted to join us, we're going to just breathe in and breathe
Yeah.
out. So what we're doing is we're calling that white light that we actually just talked about earlier today over in Simply Planted's. They had a guest speaker we have next week named Beth Ann Fisher, and she talked
Oh,
about,
loved her.
it was great. You'll love her. Come next month.
Oh,
Breathing in that white light. And actually, again, we're in that 12,000 year cycle of light that we haven't seen on this planet for 12,000 years. Breathing
wow.
it in into our heart. Anything we need to let go of, we can turn into white light and let it go as we breathe out. And we're going to do it. Well, I think we're going to do it 6 times since that was the number we got. We're going with that number. All right. So if
Okay.
you close your eyes, clear. We're going to be breathing through our head into our heart and then breathing out through our feet, letting go of anything we need to let go of from this last astrological year. So let's begin together. Ready? Here's our first one. Breathe in into that heart space and breathe out quietly, letting go of anything that's been an issue. Again, pulling that white light into our heart. Breathing out through those chakras right into Mother Earth, who will accept it and change it. Breathing in again, pulling that white photonic light right into our heart. Breathing out. That's 3. That's the synthesize. 4 is for the stability. Breathing in, right into our heart. Breathing out right through that root chakra into Mother Earth. And in those pauses, we feel the gratitude. Our 5th for freedom. Breathe in, right into that heart space and pause. Breathing out, letting go of those things that no longer serve us. And one more time, breathing in through that crown chakra, all that beautiful white light that goes to every cell into your DNA, pausing for that gratitude, breathing out the exuberance of a new year. That's our
Yeah, I
6th
love
breath.
that. Love that.
So we go into this new year, eyes wide open, letting the light
All
into
right.
all those cracks that came in this last astrological year. So
All
tonight,
right.
set those intentions as you go into dreaming. So
Set those intentions.
set those
Yes.
intentions. These are your different New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, I like that. New
New
Year's resolutions. That's
New
right.
Year's resolutions.
And the other thing I want to say about that too is, how we talk about calling back in the pieces and stuff like that. So it's okay to let things go that of 2020 that no longer serve you. But if you want to call back some of those pieces of 2020, that's another aspect. We always talk about letting go, but I know that this past astrological year, I called a lot of things back in to my heart as well, and back in to make just to complete. I thought of it like a mosaic, and little pieces were missing that I had to call back in for me. So I don't
And
know. It just reminded
I'm
me of
going to call
that.
some of those back that need to heal
Yeah,
and letting some new light in. I mean, a year ago this time, Amy, I didn't even know you.
that's right. That's
So
right.
I,
Yeah.
the thing I like to do on New Year's Eve, so I will this continue the practice, is talk about the things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for all
Yeah.
the people out there, for the opportunity to bring, and all the speakers that come, and all the things that we've been doing to try to help in this age of Aquarius. And I'm
Mhm.
looking for the blessings for the year to come, and just the gratitude I have for the people that I have found, like Amy, like many of you out there. For though
Yeah.
2020 had its trials, it also had its
Yeah.
blessings. This astrological year, let's call it, had its trials, but
Yes.
it also had its blessings. Very much so.
Yes, definitely. And that's the important thing, I think, to remember. And those are the pieces as they've healed or you've healed them, to bring them back in, just send them out for that healing and that white light, but you can bring some of them back into. And yeah, I had a lot of blessings this year. I mean, um, a lot. And one was my granddaughter, little Sass. Oh my gosh, I call her that because she likes to be sassy. So I figure she's going to be that way. Probably that is her personality.
It was her
Started to give her the
personality before.
nickname Little Sass.
That was her personality when she first was around. So
Yeah,
she
that's
she
right.
but yeah, there was a lot of blessings. And
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
there's always a bittersweetness of New Year's Eve, thanking for the
Hmm.
blessings, for the things that have changed or we lost, but the things that we've gained. So we just
Yeah.
wanted to come on and say happy new astrological year, everyone.
Happy new astrological new
And
year. I love it. We have some wonderful things planned this year. We have wonderful things not planned that are going to happen. And
mhm,
we're excited. We're just open to those possibilities and any opportunities that come through. That's where I'm at. I'm just open to all of it. So
I am open with no expectations and no
that's right.
limitations, and I gladly accept what happens.
Yeah,
So
exactly. And that's a great thing. Hey, does that not go with the flow?
go with the
That
flow.
definitely goes with the flow. So yeah,
We're going to turn off the
it's needed.
recording, and we're going to see if anybody has a question or wants to say anything. Um,
Okay.
we just turn the recording off because